let's talk about the reality of this last week with all the sneaker releases and everything that happened. The reality is, it's not set up for everyone to win. That's just the bottom line and the truth. Everyone is not meant to win, and it's set up that way. From the backdooring to the online releases to the bots to the sneakers app messing up to just the shady raffles, just everything in general. It's not set up for everyone to win. And it's been like that for a while. It's gonna be like that. So the thing is that we as consumers, we as sneaker lovers, enthusiasts, connoisseurs, sneakerheads, all that and above, you kind of have to get to the point where if you hit, you hit, you don't, you don't. I've been at that for a long time. It is what it is. From the sneakers app just crashing, can't even log it in. I had those problems. Sorry, couldn't even do anything, encountered errors, all kind of stuff, just everything. The system is set up for us not to all take a win. It's just like that. You still have some good retailers out there who do run legit raffles, and you have to know and stick with those. You're not gonna win every one. It's just the reality behind it. I say that to say, and I said earlier, it is what it is. You can't get mad and you can't let it upset you and, fuel you to the point where, you're sick or anything like that. It's making you all upset and everything. It's just one of those things. If you hit, you hit, you don't, you don't. You just gotta move on. There's so many sneaker releases that happen every week, each day, everything like that. It's too much to worry about. You can't get upset over those kind of things. I mean, again, like I said, the system period is not set up for us to win every single release. You win some, you lose some. You hit sometimes, you don't hit sometimes. It is what it is. Was the Jordan 1 Lost and Found the worst release in sneakers history or in release history? Some say it may be, some say it might not be, but there are some other releases that have been bad, just like the trophy rooms, which really wasn't a release if you saw the numbers and how many shoes they really released on sneakers and all the backdoor allegations with that stuff and everything. And I say allegations, but everybody knows what's going on. I mean, there's so much other stuff going on. From the early pairs of the Lost and Founds. I mean, it's not set up for everyone to win. It's just like that, but we can't get upset. We do need to voice our opinions, and we do need to make it known that we don't like what's going on. But personally, you can't take everything personally. Was there anything that any of us could have done about what happened this weekend? It was out of our control. And that's one thing that a lot of us got to realize is that it's not in our control, and we couldn't have controlled what happened this weekend. We wouldn't have known that was going to happen with the servers and they couldn't handle it and we weren't going to give a login. Nobody knew that ahead of time from the release. So it's just one of those things where you can't get mad, you can't get upset, but you can do something about it and voice your opinions and, make sure it's known that these companies know what's going on, and do everything in your power that you can do to figure out where you can go to, do a legit raffle where there are good mom and pop shop, neighborhood stores, other stores, shoe palaces. There are places, big stores that do run legit raffles, and you just have to find those sometimes, and sometimes you win, and sometimes you lose. It's just one of those things. So for me, I did probably anywhere between 50 to 70 raffles. I lost count. I did so many. I had my wife doing raffles too, for me and myself and for her size and stuff and everything. And, I went to store, I drug her along, went to stores, went everywhere, drove here, drove there, did this, did that, did online raffles, did everything I could to make sure that I gave myself a fighting chance. Because I always say, and I've always told a lot of my friends, you never count on sneakers for your dove. You never, ever, ever count on sneakers for all your doves, because if you do, you're putting all your eggs in one basket and you're setting yourself up for failure. But as long as you do everything you can with raffles, everything else, even if they do backdoor, whatever, you know in your head that you did try. So with that said, I'm saying all this to say, yes, I did end up hitting, but it's one of those things where, like I said, I put in so much work, drug my wife along and said, hey, let's go do these raffles. Because I'm like, look, if I have a chance, I'm gonna make sure that I do everything I can to make sure I do have a chance to get these. I was fortunate enough to be able to get Shoe Palace, and I hit on this, and I also hit on one other spot too. So now I'm still trying to see if I can get my wife a pair of shoes, because she did come along with me, and my daughter, which I was able to get her a pair too as well, because you know, you gotta thank your family for helping you out. But at the same time too, I just got lucky. That's just one of the things. For me, I'm so glad that this crap is over. I'm sick and tired of this release and hearing about it and everything leading up to it. The shoe's making me sick. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I got it, but in a way, it's just like, it's just been a headache. I'm being perfectly honest with you guys, and it is what it is. You know, again, at the end of the day, yes, it is just a shoe. I do love shoes. I've been loving shoes for I don't know how long, but at the same time too, sometimes it's just too much of a headache. One thing I want to say again is don't let this stress you out. Don't let taking an L stress you out. I've taken so many L's with so many other shoes, it's ridiculous. I'm at the point now, it's like I said, I've been like this probably for like the last, I don't know, 7 years or whatever. If I hit on a shoe, it's cool. If I don't, oh well. I move on to the next, or I just move on. If I go later on, yeah, maybe I'll go back and see if I can pick something up. But honestly, sometimes I'm at the point now where it's just like, I just move on. It's not worth the headache, and it's not worth the stress and aggravation. Don't let this one thing stress you out or whatever. Again, is this the worst release in sneaker history? Is this the worst release of the year? Probably so. But is this the worst release ever? It could be. But 500,000 pairs, I'm kind of skeptical of that too as well. I kind of think we might have got flim flam bamboozled by Nike too, and all this might have been on purpose too. Who knows? Again, it's one of those things. I appreciate everyone tuning in. I'm Tori, aka T with Drip TV. I appreciate it. I just hope that you comment, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what happened to you. If you had success this past week, if you were able to cop these, and what's your opinion on everything. Leave a comment down below. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, you're never too old to drip.